cloud platforms such as Microsoft Azure. The cloud platforms, you don't have to master cloud platforms, but it's perfect that you have some knowledge or some basic fundamentals in these platforms, because you might work in a company that uses cloud platform in their procedures or in their um, work. So it's better you have some knowledge in cloud platform. The goal, on the other side, in the data analytics, the key skills uh, that you have to learn and do some projects in are basically in the data analyzing and the data visualization only. You don't have to understand machine learning or learn some cloud platform. No, all you have to do is to learn how to analyze data and how to visualize data. Okay, so to analyze data, we use sometimes we use Microsoft Excel, sometimes we use SQL, sometimes we use Python. Uh, so what we should learn? Uh, should we learn Microsoft Excel or Python or SQL? I will be answering you now. What I have learned personally, I learned SQL and I learned also Python and Microsoft Excel. So I prefer that anyone wants to learn data analytics, you should learn all these tools. Why you should learn all these tools? Because some companies it just focuses that the candidate or the data analyst that they are hiring or looking to hire should learn, for example, SQL. Some other companies looking for candidates that are skilled in Python. Some others looking just for Microsoft Excel. Okay, so if you combine all these skills together, you will be best matched for each company. So your opportunity to get hired will be very high. Okay. So the basic tools that you should learn as a data analyst are Power BI for data visualization, SQL as a querying language, and Python. Actually, it's not mandatory to learn Python, but I recommend, because recently a lot of companies have some kind of complex analytics or complex problems that needs to be solved by Python. Okay, so it's preferred that you learn Python as well in your journey to become a data analyst. Okay, let's talk about the process. Actually, as a data analyst, you have a standard, let's say a standard process, but it differs from one company to another. But most of companies are going through all of these steps that I'm going to talk about. The first step or the first phase is define the problem. Actually, the data analyst should understand perfectly the business of the company. Okay. Why should you understand the business? Because as a data analyst, you have a raw data in front of you, and from that data, you have to get insights. These insights should improve the decision-making process of this company. So if you don't understand the problem or you don't understand the business, you cannot get the insights from that data that can improve this business. Okay, I mean that you have to understand the business perfectly, more than the stakeholder itself, because you are gonna get insights that can improve this business. Okay, so the first phase is understanding the problem and define or understanding the business and define the problem so that you can get the insights that actually make a difference in the company. Okay. The second phase is collecting the data, and some companies in this phase has already the data, so you don't have to collect the data because the data is already existed. But it differs, as I talked before, it differs from a company to a company. The third phase is data exploration. Actually, in data exploration, we are exploring the columns, the rows in the data, the main structure of the data. We usually use SQL in this phase because it's perfect, and it doesn't matter if the data is large or the data is it's very little, but data exploration in SQL, it's very amazing. And I personally tried to use Python and Microsoft Excel, but SQL is the best tool to use in data exploration. The fourth phase is data cleaning. You can do data cleaning in Microsoft SQL Server using SQL, or you can do it using Python. But what actually data cleaning is? Data cleaning is about cleaning the data or finding the missing values. If there are missing values in the data, or there are null values or values that are not important for us, we can delete it. So the main idea of a cleaning is you are trying to find things or find the data that is not important for you, it's not important for the company, it's not important for your analysis. Okay. The fifth phase is the data manipulation. Data manipulation is about data analysis. You are doing your analysis in this data so that you can go to the last phase, which is the data visualization. Data visualization, you are showing your insights for the stakeholder. It's one of the main, it's actually the most important phase in this process, because you are connecting your insights to the stakeholders. You are trying to it's trying to show the insights that you get from the data. If you if you try to show the data to the stakeholders without visualization, they are not gonna understand you at all, because the stakeholders or the managers, they do not understand coding. Okay, so you have to like showing the insights through graphs, through charts. The data visualization is so important, as I said, because the stakeholders do not understand coding, or if you show them the insights through Excel or SQL, they are not gonna understand you at all. Because personally, I tried to do that in my company, and they didn't understand me at all. So I I stuck to this phase because it's so important. And data visualization, we can do it through the Power BI, Microsoft Power BI, or we can use also other platforms. But it's perfect to use Microsoft Power BI. Okay, now we are gonna talk about Microsoft products for data scientists and data analysts. There are various products from Microsoft for data scientists. Actually, these platforms and tools that are on the screen are so little. There are a lot of tools that Microsoft has released for data scientists, but I see that these products are the most important and the most beneficial for data analysts and data scientists to understand or to use. And it's not mandatory to use all of them, but you can use, for example, two of them or three of them as they are mandatory for data analytics process. Microsoft Excel, I think all of you know about Microsoft Excel. It's analytics tool. Also, we use Microsoft Excel and sometimes in building systems for restaurants, building systems for shops or markets. But we can use it as a data analysis in analyzing data. Microsoft SQL Server is a query. We can use it in querying or doing the SQL querying to data for data exploration, for data cleaning. Also, SQL Server is used in some other some other works or some other jobs as well. But in data analytics, we are using it in data analyzing or data querying and data cleaning. Okay. Microsoft Azure is a cloud platform, and I said that we can use the cloud platform for data scientists. As a data scientist, you need to build models and do some kind of AI. So the cloud platform of Microsoft Azure is so perfect for you. Microsoft Power BI in the right side is a visualization tool. And the last platform that Microsoft has released in the previous year is Microsoft Fabric. Actually, I want to know if any one of you know about Microsoft Fabric. So if any one of you know about Microsoft Fabric, please raise your hand and tell me what do you know about Microsoft Fabric. Does any one of you know about Microsoft Fabric? Okay, there was someone raising. Hamada, go ahead.
Sir, basically, it's a real-time management of the data. So we can manage the data in the real-time processes. It basically enhances the scalability of the data. So basically, instead of Power BI, we can use this Microsoft Fabric in the data visualization processes. So this will be useful in that process, maybe.
Great, perfect. Thank you. Um, does any one of you know some other services that Microsoft Fabric provides for data analysts? Okay. Hamada has said that it's a kind of visualization tool instead of Power BI, and it helps in scalability. It's completely right, but Microsoft Fabric is more than that as well. I will explain it for you right now. Microsoft Fabric it combines all that tools that we have talked about. Okay, I said that the process of for data analytics is firstly understanding the problem, then going through the data cleaning and data exploration, after that manipulation, and then data visualization. All of that processes we can do in Microsoft Fabric. So Microsoft Fabric actually integrates or combines all that tools together in one single platform. Okay, so this is the main power of Microsoft Fabric, that you can do everything in data science, everything in data analytics, everything as well in data engineering. Actually, okay, so it's a unified platform for all of the rules in data. So actually, if you are a data engineer, if you are a data analyst or data scientist, you can use only Microsoft Fabric instead of using all of these tools that we are using for data analytics. Okay, I hope that you understand that. Okay, let's talk about Microsoft SQL Server that we are gonna take a workshop in this session about it. Actually, it's a database tool, okay? It's a database management tool. We can use it in all kind of storing, ordering data, in analyzing data, querying data, and so on. So it's a database management system. And this platform, this tool that Microsoft has developed, it's from about 50 years, 40 years, 20 years. Yeah, it's very, very old, and recently Microsoft has released Microsoft Fabric. So Microsoft Fabric actually has replaced SQL Server, but most of the data analysts today is still using Microsoft SQL Server because Microsoft Fabric it's not accessible for everyone. So you can still use Microsoft SQL Server for the data exploration or data cleaning. Okay. Main usages of SQL Server, actually, we use it most of the time in data integration, warehousing, business intelligence, mobile applications, IoT applications. Actually, it's like a store for data. It is storing data, whether it's large or little. It will be perfect in storing data and doing the data cleaning and data exploration. Also, we can use it in the CRM and ERP systems. The CRM and ERP actually is beneficial for companies and the bigger systems who need to store and manage their data. Okay. An online platform for querying. Uh, yeah, let's start. Okay, I think if you are not familiar with SQL querying or this stuff, don't worry. We will start with the basics, and also it's like a reference for you. I think this session is recorded, so you can get back and review the basics if you don't understand anything. And actually, it's completely fine. Uh, okay, today we are gonna do some kind of data exploration. We are here have tables, okay, on the right side. This is the customers table, this is the orders table, and this is the shippings table. We are gonna explore these tables through querying, okay. Um, this is the syntax that we are using for showing any of the tables that I have showed you. Okay, in Microsoft SQL Server, actually you are not gonna see these tables. Okay, because it's stored in a database, it's not visible for you. So to be visible, you use the select syntax. Okay, select star from orders. Select star means that you are selecting all the columns from. It's followed by the name of the tables that you are wanting to show. Okay, so after I run this query, I'm getting the table orders, okay, because I typed orders here. Then after we have showed our table, okay, we can select specific columns to show. Let's just try to, okay. If we don't need to show all of the columns, we can specify a specific columns. Like I just want the item and the amount, so I will select the item, comma amount, and this run this. It will show me just the item and the amount, the keyboard 400, the mouse 300, and so on. If we want let's say I want to just show the items that has an amount about above 500. Okay, We want just the items that it's available for more than 500, so we can use the filtering. The filtering, to use the filtering, we use where. I just want the amount equal, or let's say more than 500. Okay, just a second. Mm, okay, in the table, the number is not a string, so we gonna type just the number and run the SQL. It's gonna There's some trouble. If we typed where we can set, it's actually the same. Just we're gonna, for example, equal 500. Same error. Okay, let's just say we have an error with the where here. I just cannot encounter the error. Where amount equal 400. Where syntax error? Actually, cannot understand this error. Okay. Let's try between. Okay. Amount between 400 and say 1000. Again, maybe the okay. Let's ignore this where filtering. Okay, we can return for it at the end of the session, but we will continue to the next query syntax. Let's try order by. Order by says get star here. Okay, order by, for example, the item or the amount. I think there is a problem with the platforms that we are using. Okay, we have encountered the error. There is the errors in this semicolon. Actually, the semicolons block the editor from going down. Okay, so when we remove this and we return to where amount equal 400, actually it's gonna work. Okay, perfect. It worked. So the main error was here in the semicolon. If we type the semicolon, that tells the editors to not go down to execute the other lines in the code. Okay. So if we button here and run, it will work because it's at the end of the it's at the end of our code. Okay. So the where we use the where to filter the data, so we can return only the amount of 400. And actually, we know the meme of semicolon. It's quite spreading in the world of software engineering. It actually blocks any software engineer from doing their job. Actually, you if you type the 400s of lines of code and there is an error, you are looking for the error, and it's at the end you find that the semicolon, the error that it blocks all of your codes from working. Okay, so it's like a meme. Okay, we use the error and sorry, we use the where syntax for filtering. We use also the order by for ordering the uh, the rows. Actually, if we have let's say try the let's try the age in the customers table. If we type here the customers, I will repeat again. Here we are selecting all the columns of the table. We are selecting the table that we are gonna work on, and order by for ordering the rows by something you are gonna demonstrate for yourself or for the stakeholders or whatever. Okay, we're gonna order it by age, and if we run, it will ordering it 2020 22 22 25. So it's going from the low to the high, ascending. It's by default it's using the ascending, ascending, yeah. If we type it descending, it will go from the high to the low, descendingly, according to the age, as we type that we are gonna order it by the age. Okay, let's try something else. So actually, I'm just showing you the basics of SQL querying. We have used the order by and where. Let's try something else. If we type it where age it's more than 22, it will show you the data that their age is more than 22. Actually, it's very perfect. It's perfect for filtering data. You can use filtering also in Microsoft Excel, but in SQL, it's more easy, and one line of code you can do that. Let's just try the aggregation. Actually, aggregations like doing or finding the max or min or sum and so on. So if I want to know the maximum value of something or the maximum amount, for example, in our orders table, I want to know the maximum. Actually, it's completely clear that the maximum amount is the 12 is or 12 thousands, but actually you are gonna work in thousands of data, so it's not going to be clear. So you have to write code to know the maximum amount. So how we can do that? We just gonna to select. Let's say I just want the item and the amount. I'm just selecting the columns item and amount from the orders table. We type here orders, and then we will type For example, I want to order by. If we type the order by amount SC or DESC to find the maximum amount, it will be appear on the top. So we knew the maximum amount is monitor. So the monitor is the maximum amount, has the maximum amount in the store or in the orders. Also, we can do that in another way if we here type it max. No, it should work actually. Yeah, it worked. We can do it through aggregations. Aggregations like max, if we type it min, we will find the minimum value uh, of the amount, which is 250. If we wanted to we want to make a summation or counting all of the amounts of all of the devices in orders, we can do that through sum. Sum will combine all of the amounts values together so that we know the all number of the orders in all of the categories. So if we run this, all of the amount is 13,350. Yeah, and this is I think we dived into the all of the basics of SQL, or basic actually. There are some other things like the joins and the subqueries, but it's some kind of advanced concepts, so we are not gonna cover it. Yeah, and these were all of the basics that we are gonna cover in the workshop. I think that it's enough for you if you are just someone who is starting in the career of data analytics. These basics will help you to start in SQL, understand SQL, and do some kind of data cleaning and exploration. It's totally fine if you did not understand all of that as a beginner, but you will encounter all of that in the future when we start to learn courses and so on.